Hola chavales, aquí volvemos. Creo que nos quedamos por aquí, por las cajas estas, para ayudar a la doctora Sorkin. Me deja a Oscar solo.
Hey Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s, lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
Tú, ¿qué es esto? Tú.
How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on a good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help. Are you gonna do any work around here? What, are we union now? If you want to tag along with us, that's cool. Just give Oscar his space. He doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults. Or animals. Come to think of it, he doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. So,
Esto ya
Sorkin.
lo he dicho.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
Pero ya lo he dicho.
Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for
Ah,
animal
joder, si es
rights.
que no tengo por qué estar hablando todo el rato. O sí.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie
Ah.
type. Got arrested
Yeah.
a bunch protesting for animal rights.
¿Qué? Pero ya, claro. Verás, a que me salgo. ¡Míralo! Y... Bueno, hola otra vez. ¿Habéis visto una transición o algo? Porque es que me he liado y he tenido que volver a salir del juego y volver a hacerlo. Seguramente lo habré hecho mal, pero bueno, que mejor me quedo quieto.
Ugh, smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
So, who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter?
Pues venga.
Me neither.
Ah,
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
¿qué? Ah,
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
oh.
I can't tell you how many times I tried convincing him. The park should be a nature preserve. No theme park attractions, no cages. Hammond never really cared about the marvels I created for him. It's always been about the money. If you're in some kind of trouble with InGen, I might be able to help. I know people on the board of directors.
You won't get anything out of her.
I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
I know that you're angry and scared, and you've got to be exhausted. What's so important to you to go?
Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that of one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Billy.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Qué amargada.
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me.
I'm interested in hearing more about her symptoms.
Well, like I mentioned,
Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Please, ma'am, if we don't get you back, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'll probably lose my job.
Well, I don't wish that on anyone, Mr. Yoder, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. I can't abandon these dinosaurs just so you have a job.
We gotta get back because, you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place, you have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Ala, y se vuelve.
Look, Dr. Sorkin, we already caught one unauthorized trespasser. Who knows who else is on the island? Your life may be in danger.
I'll take my chances, thank you.
Y dale.
Trust me,
Estas son
there
normal.
is a very good reason.
Well, come back when you think of one. Would you mind if I took a look at your wound?
Yeah, why not?
A tu tío, no sé qué hacer.
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
Ah.
Do you know,
tenía
he
yo que hablar?
actually told me it doesn't matter that we have dinosaurs from the Jurassic and Triassic ages living
Porque
together,
cuando vengo se
as
gira.
long as it's exciting.
Eso es normal, pero
Moron.
Hammond decide. What about our patient?
Dr. Sorkin,
Why do you think interrupting me is going to work this time?
Sí.
wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
Well, obviously that's true. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Y se vuelve a girar. Y yo no sé
Trust
qué
me,
hacer.
there is a very good reason.
Well, come back when you think of one. So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest, Jess, 14. Hard to believe.
How's your smoke?
No, porque fuma.
Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
I gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
Tío, puto hermoso, tío. Oh, ¿hay algo más? Es que no me quiero meter aquí.
How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on the good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help. Are you gonna do any work around here? What are we, union now? If you want to tag along with us, that's cool. Just
Oh.
give Oscar his space. He doesn't do very good with kids, or adults, or animals. Come to think of it, he doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. Hey, Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder
ojos
charm,
tiene.
I'll need some intel.
Big time
Hello?
protester in the 70s, lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
So,
Otra
Sorkin,
vez.
Hippie type.
Ya me he quedado. ¡Hala!
dinosaurs.
Bueno, creo que ya lo tengo.
You believe in
después
animal
de
rights,
media
don't you?
hora, macho.
Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for
Creo que
them?
ya lo tengo.
You're
Viendo un
absolutely
vídeo.
right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the quarantine
Dr.
pens.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
What's that?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die
You
off.
cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them, to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
Bueno, chavales.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
No me lo dijo, yo no lo sé confirmar.
Well, believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Bueno, yo creo que
Dad,
este capítulo-
it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Vale, hasta aquí este capítulo, chavales. Hasta el próximo.